should. There we go. Sup, ladies and gentlemen, Aklon here, and of course, if you're watching this over on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. I am very happy to have you here. Please remember to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, but as always, hit the link in the description down below because you know it is always better when it's live. See, when it's live, you can chat, you can hang out, you can talk shit, which you can't do on the VODs, right? I mean, I see your comments, and I love the comments, but it's not live, right? It's not right there. You can't smell the sweat, as it were, right? You want to be sent to court for this shit. You want to be sent to court. So you know, go do it. Do yourself a favor. Do me a favor. Come join us live. While we wait for people to join, because I'm early. Yes, because my time zone means I'm an hour earlier than what I'm usually supposed to stream at. So, you know, there's many a thing. Corgany, how you doing, brother? How are you? Happy to have you here, bro. Happy to fucking have you here. Let's do as follows. Wait for this thing to update. I'm still waiting. I'm good. How are you? Oh man, I have no complaints. I mean, what's there possibly to complain about, right? There's nothing to complain about, except of course for the fact that Blizzard keeps fucking up and keeps annoying the crap out of me. But you know, apart from that, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. It's all good in the fucking hood. Just gonna hang out, wait for people to filter in. Days, how you doing, brother? Happy to have all of you here. It's today is a fucked up day because we basically have about 3 hours to stream before my power goes out because load shedding is back. Why wouldn't it be? Traxton, how you doing? Allison, how you doing? Zero Kool-Aid, how you doing? Yeah, the load shedding literally started at 2 o'clock, so an hour ago. And that will be going on until Saturday. Luckily, I'm leaving town tomorrow, so I won't really be affected by the load shedding. It's just annoying. But because it's the last day of the week that we can stream, probably going to stream when the power comes back, right? So power will be out from 6 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. Then I have a couple of things that I have to do. And then after that, I'll likely be back streaming. It all depends on how long it takes to get my shit done, right? But yeah, I'm going to try my absolute best. I won't make any promises, but this is part of the joy of living in South Africa, ladies and gentlemen. It's part of the joy. Shit, will we have enough CT today? I don't know. I hope so, right? I really hope that we will. Traxton, yeah, it's just that's South Africa. There's literally nothing I can do about it. South Africa does as South Africa does, you know, and you can try to fight it or you just accept it. I can understand when growing up in Jamaica, when I was younger, we only had one channel, and that used to only operate at certain hours. Not the same as load shedding, but I get it. Oh yeah, I mean that is still like restrictive, right? You grew up in Jamaica, Allison? Holy shit, nice. Where do you live now? Theomy, how you doing, bro? Please no FF. Why not? Why do you not want a FF? We have to finish the Crystal Tower, bro. At this rate, I'm never going to be done with ARR if I don't finish the Crystal Tower. So boring to watch. It's very fun to play. Very fun to play. If you find a boring mecha character and come play with us, if I'm out, Robostall, peace, bro. Look, literally, this is just chatting with graphics. Like, I spend most of my fucking time playing Final Fantasy talking to you fuckers. So if you don't want just chatting with graphics, I can't help you, right? I still have not played FF, even though I have it downloaded. Corgany, why haven't you played it yet? Good man, we have our likes and dislikes. Hey, I don't judge anyone, right? Anyone can be anyone likes what they like, right? And I don't judge people for liking X, Y, or Z, yeah? Personally, I love Final Fantasy. I really fucking love playing Final Fantasy. And it's fun to stream. It is fun to stream because it allows me to chat and hang out and not have to really, like, it's not a game that's as involved as other single player games where you can't really talk or you can't really hang out. I'm usually working when I'm at my computer. Corgany, what do you do for a living? Good morning, Bobby Kartik here to Goose Your Bum Bum. Ooh. Promise, minion? How you doing? Next week, how you doing, bro? Hey, Milzer, thank you for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate that. Hey, Echo, what happened with the Lenovo laptop? Did someone win it already? I believe so. I didn't run the competition, right? So I'm not entirely sure, but I know there's multiple competitions going on all the time, right? So I'm pretty sure someone won it already. I think they emailed me saying that someone won it, and they gave me the username, but whoever it was didn't choose, like, a username that I know, right? So it's either not someone from my community, so someone else commented and won it, or it's someone who made a different username to what's in my community. I'm a photographer? Makes sense. Bobby the Reptilian, he is a fucking reptile, isn't he? The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. I don't know why. Why is it important to have a name for this thing? Rambros will be presiding over the meeting. If you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Right. Rambros, I am ready to proceed. Welcome back, Akalon. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. Ooh. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, as I begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Enoch, how you doing, brother? Were you raid leading in Qatar? Milzer, no. I never really liked raid leading. I was usually like assistant raid leading, but never full on raid leading. I don't know. I found it far easier to just call shit out to people than actually being the one to set shit up for raids. So we had a raid leader at the time. I can't remember his name now. He was a mage. Very good raid leader. I'm good. Getting ready for work. What time is it there for everyone right now? I'm assuming for a lot of you it's quite early. 8 a.m., yeah. So a lot of you are still fucking waking up. 8 a.m.? Alison, this answers the question of where you are in the world. USA, I'm assuming. Because I think Days is from the US. 6 a.m., 12 midday. Fiomi, where are you from that you can be, like, 12 midday? NJ is New Jersey, right? ML, me in Toronto. Canadian. A Canadian motherfucker. It's about to be 7 a.m. here. UK, my dude. Hear me? Oh, yeah, you guys are fucking 2 hours behind me. I get it now. It's about to be 7 a.m. here. Jesus, you guys. Fucking early shit. Golly, Central Coast? Oh, my Jesus. Why are you awake, sick? You and Corgany, what the fuck are you two doing awake? Can I ask how you doing, bro? No one should be awake before at least 7 o'clock. Because I'm up for work. I would not fucking want to be awake that early. 2 in the Czech Republic. Braxton, yeah. It's 3 o'clock where I am now. Plus, the kids get too damn early. Fuck, yeah. Kids wake up very early. I don't think I could handle that. Now, if there's no objections, as I begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. All right, which one are we taking here? I think spell speed. Yeah? Yeah, let's pick up some spell speed. I'm honestly getting the kids ready for school. I fucking hated school. Alex, how you doing, bro? I hated school. Like, oh my God. Just as a kid, you really don't want to go to school. Although school wasn't as bad as church, dude. Church was by far the worst thing you could do. I remember Sundays. My brother and I were just laughing about that the other day. On Sundays, we would lie in bed, right? And be like all other days, Fridays, Saturdays, you'd wake up as soon as you wake up and you go play, right? But on Sundays, we never got up. Like, you would just lie in bed as quiet as a mouse because we were afraid of waking our parents because we knew if they woke up, it'd be church. Now, most days they woke up even before us and they came to wake us up to say, hey, let's get ready for church. But every once in a while, you would fly through, and they wouldn't wake up. And those would be the happy fucking Sundays. Is the stream freezing for anyone else? Or is it just days? Please tell me it's just days. Days, not that I want you to... Okay, everyone else seems to be fine. Fuck. Days, you scare me there. What do you mean same? Enoch. Is it freezing for you too? Okay, stream seems to be fine for almost everyone. So it might be... Maybe it's the NA people that's getting problems with the stream freezing or some shit? I don't really know. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Akalon's accounts, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by elegant technology. Okay. Tell me about church. Yeah. I haven't been to church in like more than a decade now, right? So I think if I have kids one day, they wouldn't have to worry about that. Those Sundays where they let you all sleep in so they can have sex. Yeah, probably. Cask, although I didn't think about that when I was a kid. Like when you're a kid, your parents don't have sex. They don't have sex. They're not that kind of parents. In short, our misgivings were well-founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by chaotic shifting of Earth. It has somehow been reawoken. Okay. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work. The answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. I agree with this. Did you move down here to the Cape yet, or are you still sorting stuff out? Still sorting stuff out, moving at the end of the month. Literally, everything's sorted, right? We got a house, we signed for the house, we paid the deposit and the rent. We got a, bed and breakfast, sort of halfway between Pretoria and Cape Town, Beaufort Vase, where we're going to be sleeping over, and then straight up. No, we decided not to go with the lake one, but instead go with the other one that I showed you guys for one reason and one reason only. The other house has not only 3 bedrooms, but it also has a massive office room, right? Like a huge office room, which I'm going to turn into the stream room. So that was the deciding factor. Like the other house, yeah, it was beautiful and it was located in a perfect place, but it didn't have an office, right? There I would have had to stream in my bedroom again. Whereas now I have a giant fucking room that I can turn into my stream room. And that is worth more than a lake, in my opinion, at least. Plus, this one is very close to the ocean. It's like a couple of blocks, I think 3 or 4 blocks, right? From the ocean. So that's actually perfect. Going to have to see it again. Trying to think if I have any way for you to see it now. I don't. I'll have to look. I'll show you next week, Cask, because I'll have to download a video from my phone. Because they sent us a video of a walkthrough of the house. So as soon as I downloaded the video from my phone, I'll show you guys next week what the walkthrough looks like, so you can get sort of an idea of what the house is. A task rather easier said than done, if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Why are we not just rushing into the tower? This tower is fine. It has stood for fucking thousands of years. Us going in there won't destroy the fucking tower. I don't think so. Don't forget about us. It's like you say, Chief. We founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons. And that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. Wow. The insight. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. What I don't get is, if the technology in the Crystal Tower is so strong, why not harness it so that you can stop people from doing bad stuff with it? Right? Wouldn't that make more sense? Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with my own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. Oof. Pikarku, how you doing? That's a spoiler for later. Fuck. They are afraid that people might walk on water? You have a great day. I have to get to work. Corgany, take care of yourself. Thank you so much for hanging out, bro. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Wow. Pray do not mistake my intent, Akalon. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents, however hard I train. But, be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegan Empire. Malachi, how you doing, bro? Digit, how you doing? The Endwalker song is available for download now? I haven't even heard it yet. Either way, they have to be careful, I think. They still don't know how the technology works. Imagine if someone pressed something thinking it was a coffee maker and instead of a self-destruct or something. I get it. I just don't like the fact that we want to hide this technology. We could use this against the Empire. I for one, think that whenever you get technology, you should just use it. And if shit goes wrong, you apologize and you fucking try again. Gorgie, in many ways, we are a primitive people with technology. So what are you saying? And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. How is that spoilers? What? What spoilers? Oh my god, it's this dude. Wait. That's Nero. I think his name's Nero, right? That's the Galilean fuck. Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. How is he getting past? Do we not have guards? One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. It's one of the best characters in the game. Changed my mind. I don't know about that, though. So, this is the legacy the Allegan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. Oh, you're just gonna call shit, bro. Yep. It's the Nero cunt. Nero Tolskeva. I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. I love the Empire music. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. Whew. Phantom Evil, thank you very much for the 100 bits, dude. Really appreciate that. Want that hammer, though? Why? Man, he is an evil little fuck. Oh my god, he is an evil little cunt. Alright. Circus Tower. Solus is the best character. I do like me some Empire. I think the Empire, I would definitely join the Empire if I could. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Yeah. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise, of course. Disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say that there is nothing worthwhile to report. Wow. What a long-winded way of saying we got nowhere. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. You will recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway into this principal spire, Circus Tower, the Elegans called it is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. Stand back, boys. I've got a fucking fireball with that door's name on it. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scouring such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. Who's we? And you are? Who the fuck are they? Be at ease, friends, for we share the self-same goal. She's hot, though. I am Une, her name not so much, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the elegant civilization, sent by the students of Baldician to assist in your endeavor. Thought we already had a student of Baldician. The Bodacious Peach, how you doing? Thank you very much for the first time chat. Your solo definitely in the top 3. Her wit is legendary. Vatio, as long as Minfilia is number 1. I have no issues with people putting Yestola in the top 3, right? Even top 2. But Minfilia is number 1. Always number 1. Foulsmoke Snowbacker, the chill stream was awesome, bro. Can't wait for more and maybe more games. Ah, Foulsmoke, I'm glad to hear that, dude. I wasn't sure if the Evil to take that back. You take that fucking back right now. No one jokes, even jokingly, insults the waifu. How dare you? She's a bad waifu? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Yestola over Minfilia? Jesus, no. Yestola is hot, but she's no Minfilia. Goddamn body pillow lovers. Theory, don't lie. When you see Minfilia, you'll know. You will fucking know. Great character. You are in the minority if you say she's better than Yestola. I don't care. There is nothing more stupid than the group. You know you're wrong when everyone agrees with you. Fucking bam, bro. That truth bomb just exploded all over your face. Clean yourself up. You understand something? Where Yestola? Vestola? Alright, we've got a fucking studio to put this in here. Let's see. Why was that mod checked? Because Twitch is a fucking piece of shit. That's why. Buddha, how you doing, brother? Une and Doga? Rather unusual names for this day and age. If I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. Yes, it is. Well, it's pretty weird names always. You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in light of the recent incident at the Isles of Val, I should think that they have rather more pressing concerns. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. Rico, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. And much appreciated for all of you just hanging out. And Valsmoke, what I was about to say, before I got so very rudely interrupted by Evil Toot and that incredibly bad take about Minfilia and Yastola. But you will be forgiven, Evil Toot, in time when you change your mind to the right opinion. But what I was about to say, I wasn't sure that people were going to like the chill streams because there's no entertainment. It's literally just me playing fucking video games, right? So I'm glad to hear that people actually enjoy it. So the thing I'm sort of going for now with the second channel and the chill streams is it's a place where you can play your games while I play my games and we just sort of hang out playing games together. And he's encouraged until it crosses waifu. Malachi, but no. You see, the thing is, everyone is entitled to their opinion. 100%. But when you have such a bad fucking opinion, right, that it threatens to basically disrupt world peace. Yeah, because yes, I will go to war over this issue. It stands to reason that you must change your mind, right? For the sake of humanity, really, because I will go scorched earth on this earth if people have this wrong fucking take. And SVK, oh my god, could you be more wrong? Could you be more fucking wrong? Triss over Yennefer? Triss over Yennefer. What? Bro, don't get me wrong. Triss is nice, but Triss over fucking Yennefer? Jesus. Jesus. God damn. Why is my chat so stupid? Do you guys not have taste? The fuck? First, you don't like Minfilia. You think Yastola is cuter than Minfilia. That is baffling as fuck. And now there's people saying Triss is hotter than Yen? I need a new chat. I need a new fucking chat. All of you message your friends, tell them to come in here because I don't want to fucking talk to you. Jack clearly don't have phones. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you. All right, we've got that. Yennefer is based 100% truth. What the fuck's he doing? What is it? Graha. Just nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. I'm glad to hear that. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. Huh? The same? You have the elegant eye as well? The sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to the elegants, yet I inherited it from my father, as he did from his. Yugiri overall? Yugiri is the dragon lady, right, Espo? That's a hard thing to argue with, Espo. Yugiri is alright, but Yugiri is no Minfilia. The larger question that chat needs to answer is Sylvanas or Minfilia? Look at that fucking guy with the ears and an edgelord tribal neck tattoo. Don't worry, Timmy, don't worry. You'll like him, apparently. I was informed. Okay, so first what you need to know, Theomy, is that apparently he's a beta cat, right? He's not allowed to breed at all. For some reason. Because he's called Tia, and Tia means no breeding, right? So they cut off his dick and they send him into the world, right? His name is Graha, which of course doesn't fit his persona, but we'll leave it at that. But I am informed that Graha becomes kind of cool eventually. So we'll see. We'll see. Minfilia? You think Minfilia over Sylvanas? I don't know about that though. It might be equal. Don't get me wrong, Minfilia is fucking hot, and so is Sylvanas. So It's sort of a bit of both, right? Minfilia is hot and more of a I want to wife her. Yeah, you want to wife Minfilia. You want her to you want to come home every day and find her there, right? Like looking all pretty and beautiful and shit. But Sylvanas is hot more in a naughty way, right? So if Sylvanas is your wife, your marriage will always be interesting. I will never serve your opinion. Tim, no, I haven't. I skipped all of this, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, and we're almost at the point where I stop playing completely. So then everything is not even like I've seen some of it before. I have no clue what's going on after that. Yeah, I told you guys in the original, so my sort of video about my first impressions, I thought that this is a normal fucking MMO, right? Where you skip everything until max level and then you play the game at max level because that's where the game is. And then I reached level 54 and I really didn't like it much because, well, not a lot made sense, right? And especially in level at like when I reached Heavensward, people told me, "Hey, you need to focus on the story." The problem is they started talking about shit, and I'm like, "What? I don't know what the fuck you're saying." Like they're talking about crap that makes no sense. The Bodacious Beach, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. I was just so lost. Like they're doing these stories, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? I don't know where the hell I am. So I just decided I have to start over. I need to see the actual story if I'm gonna make any sense of this game. So I started over actually following the story, and then I fell in love with it, and that we did on stream. So this is sort of like this is new. This is very new to me. The sanguine. Okay, so this is an Allegan eye. So only Allegans can have red eyes? Buddha, you motherfucker. Thank you very much for the 01 sub, dude. Really appreciate that. I will use your money wisely on hookers and cocaine. Right? Don't tell anyone, though. It will be our secret. But I'm going to use your hard-earned cash to buy me some hookers. Thank you very much, bro. Really appreciate it. 40's Blood is such a big part of the experience. Makes every bit of it carry more stakes. Well, considering the fact that I didn't have a fucking clue what was going on in Heavensward, I'm going to agree with you. Savannah's one alive? No. She doesn't have to be alive, Grimir. See, that is also a wrong opinion. She doesn't have to be alive. She's hot as fuck as is. Hookers and Blow, man. Oh, yeah. You'll be high as fuck. Appreciate the Heavenward story. It was one of the best RPG stories he's played, and I agree. Don't get me... Guys, I've been in ARR for long enough. I'm trying to get out of ARR so that I can experience this better story than ever. Don't make me want to get there even faster, right? Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life, I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there is aught you know, I implore you to tell me. Sassoon, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. They cover more details on the Allegan Eye, and you'll be informed by the end of the 20-man storyline. Right. But so far, it seems like only Allegans can have these red eyes. But they have both eyes be red. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Allag. Oh? Didn't Allag sort of cease to exist? If you're bound by fate to the Allag, that's a bad thing, right? You're bound by fate to an extinct civilization. That's great. This means you're certainly dying. Like, that's not good. As your eye has placed you upon the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. Do you consider playing Final Fantasy VII or the remake? I would play the remake, yes. I don't think I'll play the original 7, but I would play the remake as soon as they bring it to PC. It seems to me we have naught to lose but accepting their aid. What say you? The more the merrier. We still can't get into the fucking tower, though. If that is your wish, then so be it. Third Astral to fourth Umbral. Wait, is that when they died? Mighty Ranadin. Is that when the Alag Empire came to like an extinction? It was the third and the fourth Umbral. How long does one of these fucking eras last, by the way? Because it seems like they can change them willy-nilly. After the Garlean thing, they just changed them. Oh, so what? So in other words, let's imagine, right? We now go into the 7th Astral era, right? But then tomorrow, a massive calamity occurs. Do we then the day after immediately go into the 8th Umbral era? Or is there at least a little like time that has to pass before a new era can be sort of, you know, I don't know what the fucking English word is for that. So there's only two. Wait, hold on. This is interesting. So there's only two ages. There's the Umbral Age, which is Dark Age, and the Astral Age, which is the Golden Age. So it only goes between those two. You have the 6th Umbral, the 6th Astral, then you have the... Oh, okay. How do they know, though? Wait, how do they know whether or not an age is going to be dark or golden? Because they can't just decide that shit. What age am I in now? Recovers from an umbral equals astral? Okay. Am I now in umbral or astral? So I'm now in a golden age. But what happens if tomorrow things go bad? Like, what happens if tomorrow something huge happens and it's actually very bad? Do they then change the name from astral to umbral? Man, they seem to be just making up these rules as they fucking go along. This does not seem to be well thought out. Definitely not the scientific method of figuring this crap out. Yet know that I still must mean to verify your story with the students of Baldician when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well. As of this moment, I name Une and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Circus Tower entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. He's got nice armor. How do I get his armor? Akalon, because I'm running around in a fucking top hat. Akalon, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. The 2 of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. A lot more about Astral and Umbral later. So, what does Stormblood deal with? The expansion, because many people really fucking bash on Stormblood. What does it deal with? Sort of broad terms, enemies that we've already met, or new enemies that we've never seen? I shall join you, Akalon, with Une and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion. I am hopeful that we will finally see progress. Why not? Let's go do this. Liberation of nations. That sounds like my kind of thing to do. I like liberating nations. Freedom for all and that crap. Am I America in this game? Do I bring democracy to the nations? So which of these nations have oil? I am so fucking angry at this guy. Bro, leave me alone. Go back to your fucking station. Let me get into this crystal tower. I'll be honest with you. People told me that ARR wasn't that good, and you were liars. ARR is fucking fantastic. I don't know why people bash on ARR so much. The story of ARR is insane. I would put ARR's story right up there with games like Witcher 3, which is very high praise coming from me, considering how much I love Witcher 3. So people are just lying to me the whole time. I bet I get to Heavensward and it sucks dick. Then I get to Stormblood. I'm like, oh my fuck, look at this story. Because everyone seems to lie to me. Because it isn't as good as everything else. Oh, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. But I do get the point. D Rocker, thank you for still up in 5 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love the content and keep it up, brother. Also, what do you need for your static, a tank or DPS? Anything, really. I don't have anyone for the static. I just have friends that sort of, from the viewers, join. I don't think we have a static yet. Well, if it is an Accolon, eager to enter Circus Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I am sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather, no going, for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you to him. Sure. Then once you enter Heavensward, you feel like you're revitalized. But I don't feel like it's slow. Yes, it is slow, but it's also so filled with story. Right? Now, I don't really mind the pace. I think people just need to learn how to calm the fuck down, take a breather, and just enjoy the game for what it is, you know? I think far too many people want to rush things, you know? I think far too many people want to rush, and they really want to get past stuff because they feel like... So for me, all this is content, right? I don't see this as a waste of time. I don't see running from one side to the next as a waste of time. It's content.
The big problem with ARR is the Company of Heroes Banquet, the whole Garuda crystal thingy, and the move to Rising Stones. These 3 parts I'd call major drags, but I like the overall story. And it sets so many pieces that will pay off later. And the later expansions are the payoffs, so they seem more hype.
I absolutely disagree with you on one of those points. Did I like the Company of Heroes Banquet? No, but I did find it funny as fuck, right? Because they were basically memeing on you. They were memeing you while that banquet was going on, right? They kept fucking telling you, oh, you thought that was over? No. Like, they were literally memeing you as a fucking player for that banquet. So it was actually quite funny, right? I definitely disagree on the Rising Stones. The move to the Rising Stones was one of my favorite things in ARR post content so far. I love the fact that I was involved in that I sort of set up this new base for us of operations. And I really hope that I'm going to see this base of operations grow and sort of become bigger and shit as time goes on. So I absolutely loved setting up the base. The move to Rising Stones was from Rising Stones was fine with as far as I'm concerned. Do you think Warcraft 3 Reforged could have been a good opportunity to introduce story threads of Shadowlands if it was done right? Pringles, maybe, but I never expected it to. Like, I never expected Blizzard to even try to do that. There used to be quests where you'd go grab boxes and help them move a little more, which I actually thought was a nice touch. It's the one thing that I actually do criticize. So the one part of ARR that I will actually criticize, and I do think if the developers have time, they should go back and maybe try to fix, is a little bit more gameplay. A lot of ARR, and as I've been made to understand, this was after they reworked the ARR experience. They removed a lot of the gameplay elements of the ARR experience to kind of streamline it, because apparently it was much longer back then. The problem now is that a lot of the time you're literally traveling from, say, Mordona to, say, Uldum, right? Ul'dah, and then cutscene. Sherlock, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then from Ul'dah, you go to Gridania, cutscene. Then from Gridania, you go back to Mordona, cutscene, right? So there's no gameplay. It's literally cutscene, 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 cutscene. And all you're doing is basically running from one cutscene to the next, which can get tedious after a while, right? Because you're like, well, I have all these spells. I'm never fucking pressing them. I'm just running, from one side to the next. And I get why they did it, because the original one was incredibly long and very tedious. So I get why they sort of streamlined it. But I think they should go back and maybe add some gameplay elements into the existing quests. So rather than removing some of those quests, just add some gameplay. So just ask me to kill a couple of mobs before I get another cutscene, right? Just something that sort of breaks the monotony of the same stuff. Yeah. Now, again, Deja TV, I think you should stick through it because the cutscenes are still story, right? It's still content. And Delusions, thank you very much for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel, bro. But yeah, I do think that they could definitely do better with the content as it is right now. Just a little bit extra, right? Don't change the wheel. Don't reinvent it. Yoshi P knows what the fuck he's doing. But just as an outside observer, as someone who's now working through this, it might be nice to just kill a couple of things every once in a while, Fabulous Mofo, Delusions, thank you for the follow. Both of you, thank you. Yeah, they streamline a lot of stuff. For example, in base ARR, the Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets weren't a quest reward in the past. Fuck, so you had to buy them? Some old faces to lift the spirits, and a couple of new ones besides. Yeah, don't pay attention to these two. I want their armor, though. They look cool as shit. You walked. Wait, there was no way to go to Vesper Bay? Actually, I should not act so surprised. I only learned about the Vesper Bay tickets in my second playthrough. With my paladin, I would transport to the Aetheryte, and then I would run to Vesper Bay every single fucking time. And that made it even more annoying because I wasn't having fun in the game because I didn't follow the story. I skipped all of the cutscenes. So I was literally running back and forth and sometimes just going, oh my fuck, can I just get to the end of the game just from a level? And I'll tell you something, this was the funniest shit ever, right? So for those of you that's new here, that maybe doesn't know, I literally skipped every cutscene on my paladin. I didn't read any of the quest text. I played the game like you play normal MMOs, get to the end so you can start raiding. Then I hit patch content, right? I have no idea how patch content works. Suddenly I'm getting 4,000 fucking XP per quest. And I am screaming. I am fucking fuming. Because I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to get to level 80 with this shit XP? So it seems like you only get to fast level in ARR, and then as soon as you're done with this shit expansion, then you fucking get no XP. I was genuinely ready to quit the game then. I was like, I can't do this. This is... I will have to do millions of quests. I started fucking spamming dungeons and spamming like fights, right? Just to level, because I kept thinking to myself, you could never level with this fucking speed. Never. It's impossible to level at this pace. The XP only jumps up during the non-patch content, yeah? Yeah, I didn't know that. So I did all of this without fucking reading a single story and getting very annoyed at the game. Half of this shit I didn't even pay attention to. I was legitimately just trying to skip as much as possible. Level 80 on my main job before I started SHB? Wait, how do you do that? Most fans will tell you to take your time, and for good reason. Yeah, no one told me that at first. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Alag, sent here by our friends of Baldician to aid in the investigation. How is there so many Baldicians still fucking hanging around? I thought their island was destroyed. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. 'Tis our hope that we can be of some small assistance. They look weird. If your attire is all to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. I just got a lot of XP from daily relates, weekly content, all that, and the MSQ easily levels you a crap ton. I don't really do daily relates at the moment. I don't think I need to. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Circus Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. The problem is, we can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a scratch on it. That is a tough door. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 Sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effective as a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. Yeah. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman, respectant, elegant royalty by my judgment. What a coincidence. We seem to have a man and a woman of elegant something. They have elegant eyes. Precisely who these wait, are they the kings on this door? No way. They can't still be alive. Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. I hate when people... Like, I love that you guys say keep going so you don't spoil the game for me, but I also fucking loathe it because I really want to know. And knowing this game, I'm only going to find out in like an hour. Man, I want his fucking armor. What are they doing? And something happened. If you're thinking to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. She is fucking hot, bro. Indeed. Why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? Huh? He really did try to pry it open with his bare hands. Shamanita, how you doing? Are they opening it with magic? I told you I should go cast my fireballs at the fucking door. I could have done this. Just needed a little magic touch, bro. That's all he needed. That is a big ass fucking door. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. No. Seven hells. What is this? What did you do? What are you? Good fucking question, Sid. Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. It's the fuckade. How did I know the cunt was gonna show up? What up, Neru bastard? Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Garland. If I didn't know better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. Ah, but I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. Oh, what's that? What bullshit is he gonna sell us now? But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular itinerant. I don't know what the fuck that word means, but okay. Itinerant? What does that mean? What does the word itinerant mean? Tourist. Why couldn't they just say tourist? Why could they not just fucking say tourist? By the way, Switch, thank you for first time chat, really appreciate that. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. See, if this game is in fucking if this game was in Afrikaans, it wouldn't be that hard, because I know all the words in Afrikaans. But they use words in English that I just don't fucking know. Wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, 'tis only my just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these two odd characters. How does he know this? This place looks fantastic. As you are doubtless already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Alak's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descended from elegant royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. Spit it out, you bastard. What do you mean? To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of elegant ingenuity. Wait, they're not human? Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? Wait, they could clone? Holy fuck. Twould seem that the time for concealment is past. Okay, but here's okay, big question now. Do clones deserve the same rights as humans? Continue and the truth shall set you free. I first need to know. If we were able to clone, right, would those clones deserve the same rights as human beings? Get the clones first, then decide. How do you tell which is which? You mark them, I suppose. Like this guy, he's got a nice scar on his nose. Just give all clones a scar on their nose, I suppose. Yes, but they shouldn't be considered the same person as the original. Like, yes, as any sentient creature. They deserve the same rights, but do they deserve to be treated the same as their template? You don't want two of me, I promise. Basically twins. So, because we're doing different things with cloning, right? And there's reasons why we want to be able to clone. One of the things that we've said cloning could help with is organ transplants, right? If you had a clone of yourself and you needed a heart or a lung or a liver or a kidney, you could just take your clones. Because technically your clone isn't alive, because technically your clone is a clone. It wasn't born. If we say it's a human, right, we can't take that kidney, can't take that heart. It's the clone's heart. Can't just take it. That would be inhumane, right? So it's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing when you start sort of jumping down into it. It is a very, very fucking difficult thing. Let me try Aka's future business plan. I am working on that shit. I'm working on that shit, bro. I'm gonna be rich as fuck. Human animal, Chimera, do they have human rights or animal rights? I guess it depends what they look most like, I suppose. The island is a freaky fucking story. Pray accept our apologies. 'Twas not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much and more to tell. She's so cute. Man, imagine you had a girlfriend with red fucking eyes, dude. Like IRL. I'm elegant too. Look, I have a red eye. Very well. Jesus, his eyes look cool as shit. See? I have a red eye too. 7 hells. Do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland. You know me better than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? Please tell me we're not going to trust this asshole. An elegant tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you joy of it. The lenses that are colored is very trustworthy. Very. Okay. I look forward to working together, old friend. We're trusting the bastard. He'll do everything in his power to show setup. I trust him not at all. This is a stupid idea. I want to go on record before we even get any further. This is a fucking moronic idea to trust this bastard. If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to investigation, your leader, Rambros, may wish to be present. Is there any voice acting here, or is it just me? Am I the voice actor? I'm the voice. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldician. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through elegant technology. But they look human. So that the elegants look human too? This is rather a lot to take in. Yeah, indeed, Rambros. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours were created, and more specifically, what it is that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit elegant history. Pray bear with us. Ooh, let's do this. The Elegant Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as the symbol of elegant pride. Parents took their children there, that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the elegant civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. You see, this is that, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this saying that says, bad times create good men create good times create bad men, and bad men create bad times. That's sort of the cycle. I love the fact that they're working in sort of these IRL truths into the game. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alak to greatness. Alden, thank you for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Zandi. Zandi? I don't know. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Une and Doga. Historical texts mention the reigns of two elegant emperors named Zande. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that the two were in fact one and the same. Aye, Zande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. And true to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under elegant dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Zande turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. And the soon-to-happen fall of America? I knew we couldn't trust him. Did you see that fucking smile? Tell me you saw that smile. How do you trust a man like that? Darkness? Again? Seven hells! What is it with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Huh? Alas, Emperor Zande is very much alive. Within Sycris Tower he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Wait, how the fuck is he still alive? Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamut was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. They created the fucking moon? However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. Alright, seems they weren't as advanced as they thought. They did make a mistake. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Elegant Empire was laid to waste. Yet, even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Zande's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Makes sense. Sinners, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Hugh, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. Okay. Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalamut was summoned back to the earth. Its descent triggered the Seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zandi awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. Dude, he is much bigger than a normal human. Yeah, he is fucking huge. The Allagan were most definitely not just normal humans. It is for no other purpose but to put an end to Sunday's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on their mission, should they fail. Why do you live forever? When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Sunday, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. There's no ordinary man that can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion Accolon Lacronium, we are confident that we can end Sunday's dark ambition once and for all. I got this. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Odyssean, among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So, what will we do, Accolon? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. I got this, bro. I fucking got this. Onwards and upwards. I will say there's so much you miss in this game if you don't speak to NPCs or check other little things during after quest lines. I'm gonna do all of the quests once I've reached max level. Then I'll probably go back and do all of the side quests, just to see. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allegan Empire's dark past laid to rest. Alright, I'm up. I'm up for this. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allegan civilization. But what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Well, if we kill the king, we could just take it for ourselves. Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Une and Doga, living, breathing Allegans. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Sycris Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. We just fucking opened it, you bastard. It was sealed. It was actually fucking sealed. And here we go. Here we go. Now we have to fucking... We opened it. We caused the shit. Now we need to fix it again. And so I hereby declare the change, light of day. Alright. We got you, fam. Accolon, as you did for us within the labyrinth of the ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Zande himself. I'm gonna fight the big guy? Alright. Let's do this. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Sycris Tower from the outside world. To work, then! Georgie, yeah, but, I mean, he was still sealed within the fucking tower, right? He didn't come out. Look, why, if he wasn't sealed, didn't he come out? He's been awake for a while now. Wait. There is something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. Take care of yourself, Artio. The Allegan Eye, you called it. But to us, it is the Royal Eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. The dude's fucking royalty? And they didn't want to breed with him. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Be patient, bro. We'll sort that eye out. If needs be, I'll freeze it. Alright, who's doing the dungeon? Who's joining for the dungeon? Or the raid, or whatever the fuck this is called. I don't know the different names yet. Adelia, how you doing? My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I am quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Sickris Tower awaits us. Let's go. Shamanita, I definitely need you, yeah. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zunde himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. I'm ready. Jumbo, why did you skip it? Arcane, thank you for the round of bits, dude. Really appreciate that. How you doing? Alright. I've got you. Who else wants to come? If you want to come, you can either whisper me or just come to this area. We're on Gilgamesh, for those of you that's interested. Arcane, happy to have you, bro. At the time, I was rushing to catch up. You can go back and do it again, can't you? Graphics looks like Neverwinter Nights 1 from 2003. I don't mind the graphics at all. I think the graphics looks pretty cool. At least for me. So, is Shamanita, are you on? Oh, you're switching to the server. Alright, we'll wait for you. Imagine what all of this looked like before the earthquake. Just drop me a message, Shamanita. Room, not the scenes. You can watch them in your room. Wait, so when you play New Game Plus, you don't get the cutscenes and stuff? Oh, okay. So you get a full story like it used to be. Jesus. Where do you get that mount? I don't have mounts like that. Why do I not have mounts like that? Stormblood MSQ. Ah, okay. I need to get me a mount like that. But I'm gonna get it when I finish the Stormblood stuff. Surprised you're not playing WoW right now, like everyone else? Arcane, why in the fuck? What would I play in WoW? I have no idea what I'd be playing in WoW. Is there anyone else that wishes to join for this, or all you need to do is whisper me or tell me in stream? Otherwise, I'm just gonna sign up because we've got 2 DPS and 1 healer. Is that gonna be? Wait, how am I too far away? What? Am I supposed to be on the other side of this? Surely not. Yep, Jesus, okay. Sickris Tower. This is a 24-man again. Okay, this is gonna be a wait and a half. We Dopenane Walker, permanent Enochian. What's that? You'll get the next one. Alright, D-Rocker. Second tune on your server? Ascension, how you doing, bro? Wait, why did you start a second tune? Wish I could come, but I haven't reached there yet. Oh, fuck. I fucking wish all people in chat would just get to my level so we can start doing hardcore trials and shit. I really, really want to fucking do extreme trials, man. And I want to do it with a group that I can actually get on Discord with. So it's not typing out what's wrong with the fucking fight. We can actually discuss how to defeat shit. Oh, that was quick as shit. Let's go. Let's go, chat. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm assuming this is going to be funny as fuck again, because, you know, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm at 80 and finished all MSQ. can't wait to get there. Oh, Zengi, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Arcane, I do nothing for the views. I am the worst businessman in the world. I stream whatever the fuck I feel like. Most of the time I do just chatting. Most of the time I don't even stream games. I'll just sit here and chat. So yeah, I don't play shit just for the views. And WoW right now is just so boring. There's no point in me playing it. Plus, I'm sort of getting addicted to Final Fantasy. Like there's just, I don't know. This game is insane. The development of this game is out of this world. To think you have a game that. So I'm busy making a video based on a bunch of comments I've gotten on some of my videos where people sort of go, people sort of accuse Final Fantasy of not being not being competitive, right? And being sort of casual and super boring and slow. And it triggers the living crap out of me because it just shows how few World of Warcraft players actually understand what Final Fantasy is all about. Right? Because they keep looking at Final Fantasy as if it's WoW and trying to compare Final Fantasy to WoW, not realizing that in Final Fantasy there's no such thing as a single end game. So saying it's not competitive, you should then narrow it down to what aspect are you talking about? Because the people that do glamour at the end game, from what I've seen, are quite competitive in their fucking glamour. The people who do hardcore trials are quite competitive. The people who do their golden saucer stuff, very competitive. The problem with Final Fantasy is there's no one way to play the game. Why did this guy get like a fucking story? Why did I not get what? Where's my fucking story? I feel cheated. Where am I supposed to go? Doesn't matter. Why did that guy get a story? I didn't get a fucking story. Oh. I thought, Jesus, I was almost getting very angry. I thought I was getting bamboozled. They were giving other people cool stories, not me. Wait, they have dragons? Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. They've got dragons. I got this. I got this. Oh, never mind. I don't got this. I have no fucking mana left. Follow the crowd, PlayStation people, loading slower. So that's why it took so much longer for the guy. Alright. No, I genuinely thought I was being fucking bamboozled here. Other people were getting really cool stories and I wasn't getting my story. I just wish this was more challenging. By the way, chat, as soon as we get a static going, we will come back to this, and we will do it with no echo minimum item level. As soon as we have enough people. This thing looks insane to do if you have other people to do it with. Makes me think of? What does it make you think of? What's your rotation? Like a single target? I'll tell you in a minute. I'm being attacked by some orb here. Am I supposed to care about this orb? What does this orb do? Am I supposed to run around with the orb? Please tell me I'm not supposed to run around with the orb. What the fuck is this about? The orb doesn't seem to do anything. It just seems to chill the fuck out, I suppose. Oh, I should stand in this thing, I suppose, with that orb, right? Am I supposed to target the stuff? Yep, I should have stood in that thing with the orb. Sorry. Oops. Man, there's so much shit going on. So many orbs. Bros, why the fuck is there so many orbs? Wow. Right on top of me. Oh my god, I'm getting fucking wrecked. Someone help. I'm getting wrecked. Takes it to the far right. Yeah. Am I Group C? Oh, I am Group C. I did not even know that. I first played Final Fantasy in 2014, but switched to WoW because I thought that I saw more people doing quests, talking in chat, working together, etc. in WoW compared to Final Fantasy back then. Back in 2014, WoW was actually pretty good. People were having fun, and there were a lot of people doing a hell of a lot of stuff. The problem is that Blizzard never really kept that going. Blizzard's game design started taking people more and more away from each other rather than actually pushing people together, you know? I'm not entirely sure. Should I AoE? We can just AoE. These guys are going down like fucking wet rabbits. Wait. Why is that? Is that single? Where's my AoE lightning ability? I don't have my lightning ability with me. This is not AoE, is it? This is over time. This is not the, yeah, this is not. Where's my lightning AoE ability then? This is the lightning and AoE ability. That needs to change shape. Alright, I fucked it up. I had it at the wrong spot. This one is my AoE one. This one is my single target big boom boom one. Because that one, when it hits, it boom booms like a motherfucker, bro. You've never seen anything like this in your life. 3k crit, easy. Oh my god, look at that fucker. I got this, I got this. Am I supposed to? Is there any tactics? Quick, quick, quick. Chat, any tactics that I need to fucking know? Or can I just pew pew? Oh, that's not good. Wow, you guys didn't move out of it. Sag. This boss has just hit him from... No, okay, so I can just fucking hit him like a... Like so? Oh my god, when I crit... I'm so happy when I crit, dude. It's the best feeling in the world. Now look at the... Oh! That was a normal fucking one as well? Oh my god. Alright, we're doing a thing. We're doing a thing. I got this, fam. I got this. Oh, wow. Got him down. I wish I could see my DPS. Oh, this is not good for me. I should probably still need on it. You know, just in case. You never know. Might need it later on, right? An episode of Sailor Moon from the 80s. nor mechanics. If you can survive it, it's a healer mechanic. Agreed. Oh my god, Bodacious Peach, I love you. Finally, someone who knows how to play an MMO. Someone who understands it. Yes. Everyone knows it. If you move out of DPS mechanics or damage mechanics, right, you're basically removing work from the healers. Because the healers need to heal. And if you're just moving out of stuff, they can't really heal. You know, because you're not taking damage. So you're taking food out of a very hungry healer's, like, mouth. The right way to play video games is always to take all the damage. Your job is to DPS, not to heal or make the healer's life easier. Everyone knows this to be the truth. I took our job. Yeah, as a DPS, I only move out of stuff that will kill me, like 100%. Because at that point, I can't really blame the healer if I die, right? But if it won't kill me, like even if it just takes me down to like 1% HP, I don't see that as me needing to move unless like if I have nothing to do, right? I'm not costing anything, then that's fine. But if I have like a big boom boom cost that I'm you know pushing down, then it's not a good idea for me to move then the healer should just keep me alive. But I don't know these fights, so I think it might be dangerous for me to play that game. Because it might just be that he fucking pew-pews me right up my bum without me even knowing. Oh, there's some things going on. You guys switch. I'm not good at the switching. Switching targets really isn't how black mages play. I'll just boom boom this guy. Yeah, you guys should get those ads down. They look dangerous. There's one ad up, guys. You need to switch. Come on, play your classes correctly. There's a bunch of ads up. You guys really need to fucking do some switching. I think I just fucked up. I did just fuck up. Oh, there's orbs as well now. Well, you know. Oh, there's so much shit going on. Should I switch? I don't wanna, because it takes so long for me to cast stuff. I really don't want to switch. Nah, screw it. You guys just switch. Do your thing. I got this. I'll kill him. Yeah, guys? I'll kill him. You guys just kill the ads. Take care of the ads. I've got this. I'm really OP. Oh, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Whoever saved my life. It is helpful. I did not know that this guy has a big boom boom cost there. Although I do think we shouldn't have hidden there. We could have killed him if people didn't hide. If people didn't hide, we could have kept pew-pewing, and that would have meant him dead before he got on the big boy cost. Need that. I don't know what this is. This is for... Oh, Dragoon. I want to be a Dragoon one day, so we'll take that. Shamanita, but then I wouldn't have loved you as much. I appreciate the fact that you saved my life. Thank you. You fight valiantly, mortals. Wow, you are ugly, bro. No wonder he wanted to dominate the world. He is an ugly motherfucker. He couldn't find love. That's the problem. There's no one wanted to love him, and so he thought he'd just enslave all the world's women. So actually all this is, he's just misunderstood. How in the fuck? Of course people skip the story. I wasn't ready. Can we start over? Can we wipe? I wasn't ready. Come on, chat. Don't be like this. Why are you gonna do me like this? I wasn't ready. My DPS is gonna suffer now. How am I supposed to be top deeps if you guys just keep pulling shit? I think I should stand in something. Yep. Whew, that was fucking close, bro. That was fucking close. Jesus. Holy shit. Good thing I saw that. What's going on? Pew pew this crap. Quick, get the starfall down. Now this one. Not enough MP. For fuck's sake. Welcome back, bitch. Let's go into Frost. Get a load of this guy. Am I supposed to stand in this? Yep. Yep, I should have stood in that thing. I did not know that I should have stood in that thing. I was not focused at all, chat. That doesn't count. I want a do-over. Let's white, guys. This doesn't count. Cut the fucking stream. Cut the recording. Don't put this in, Alex. Act as if this is the fight, right, Alex? This is the fight. This is the one. Where am I supposed to fucking stand now? I'll stand in this one, I suppose. Alright. No more, like, we'll just pretend like this didn't happen, alright, chat? Pretend like none of this happened. Okay, chat? Been clipped and double backed up. Fuck that. Don't clip. Don't clip this. Don't clip this. I don't know if should I soak? I should soak, right? Okay, that was good. See how quickly you learn fights? Jesus. I should still learn how to like slide cast. The slide casting I don't have down yet. I sometimes move way too quickly for the slide cast to go through. CDJ, how you doing, brother? Gilgamesh. Omakura, how you doing? Just came in. What didn't happen? I didn't die on the fight. If you see any evidence, it's all photoshopped. I absolutely did not die. I was just taking a break. I was making sure that the floor wasn't cracked. You want to know a cheat to slide cast? If you put an emote on your hotbar, the moment the emote lights up is when you can move again. Wait, what? That is interesting. I'm gonna have to fucking try that. Whoa, I've got so much shit that I can vote on. Skillas Helm of Healing. I'm never using that. Wait, all my shit's gone? Oh, I got all of it. Wait, what do you know? Did I get all of it? Yeah, I did get all of it. How do you read this crap? Why can't I read this? What's this? Faded copy, faded copy, faded copy, faded copy. Use. So I already know these things. Yeah, I already know these things. Go into social, the emotes, then just drag any one of them onto your hotbar if you want to try it out. I have to try it out. Where's the emote? Social, right? Social, emotes, bow. Put that motherfucker right there. Put it up here, actually. So now, as soon as that gets off cooldown, I can move and it will still cast. Remember, I do play on NA, right? From South Africa. So I'm also contending with much higher MS than most people. Ooh. Akulon. What up? I did it. I won. You did it. You defeated Emperor Sunday. Yes, that I did. I am a beast. Empires may rise and fall, but man's Alright, let's... Jesus, motherfucker. Indefatigable. Indefatigable? What the fuck kind of word is... Holy Christ, can we use normal Inglando for one fucking sentence? But man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. That is not a word. That is not an actual real life. I'm fucking Googling this shit. There is no cunt way that is an actual fucking word. Not even fucking close. Someone made that up just for the funsies. Indefatigable. Indefatigable. Jesus, that doesn't even sound like a fucking word. What does this mean? It is a word. Of a person or their efforts persisting tirelessly. My God damn it. Indefatigable spirit ever lives on. I don't know how to pronounce it. Truly, you are the champ. Wait, they actually tell you how to pronounce it. Fuck me, I should have actually hit the little button. It's here. How do you pronounce this word? How do I pronounce this word? No, go back there. Okay.
Indefatigable.
What? Indefatigable.
Indefatigable.
Indefatigable. Indefatigable. All right, I'll pronounce it that way then. But man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Achelon Lacronium. Yes, that's me. With Emperor Zande now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. You will earn 14. Don't fuck with the English language. But English ain't normal, mate. Yeah, but that is next level Inglando. I need a huge Xmas bonus after salvaging the podcast, turning it into something viewable. Alex, I do appreciate the fact that you did that. You have to speak to chat. Chat has to give you a Christmas bonus. Final Fantasy, once again, teaching people new vocabulary. It's harder if you're Afrikaans, right? Because English is my second language, right? So it makes it much harder. Because I am genuinely, like, there's words here where I just go, I've never heard this word ever in my entire life. This word has never fucking shown up. Like fatigue? No, it's not fatigue. It's indefatigable. I got material to give. I'll grab it from you in a second. Makes Eosia sound more civilized than us. Eosia is very fucking civilized, dude. The Queen doesn't stand a chance here. The Queen will be viewed as normal riffraff among these people. You speak English? I have no idea what the fuck is happening with these words either. The fucker is in his armor. Oh, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. He's gonna cause shit. I speak English. I never heard of that word. Oriange teaches us all what casuals we are. Well, yeah, it means persistent, tireless, opposite of being fatigued. Most native English... It's not really... That's not the opposite of being fatigued, though. Most native English speakers don't even know what some of those words mean. I think 70% of Inglando people don't even speak those words in this game. True, probably. You uncultured swine. Well, fuck you, sir. Ewer was a new word for me. I pronounced it wrong in voice chat and still get teased about it. Ewer. What does ewer mean? Is that even a word, Emma? I don't think that just sounds like someone went fucking crazy. Someone had a fucking stroke in the middle of saying. Ewer is a fucking word. A large jug with a wide mouth formerly used for carrying water. Yeah, this is definitely a word. The man who came up with the word was actually trying to say something else and then had a fucking stroke. And everyone just sort of went, oh, he's probably talking about the jug over here. Blasky, thank you for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. And for the first time chat, really appreciate that. Just say jug. Just say the normal words. Why would you use words that no one fucking understand? It's like when Final Fantasy says ear long. It's like before long is better though. Like you could just say before long. Ear long. No one speaks that way. We will have sex ear-long, my lady. Is that really the kind of talk that gets you going in the bedroom? CCS Basses, how you doing, brother? The game is 1600 settings. It feels like it, right? Is that an ear fetish? Sounds like it. Pray return a none. Oh yeah, that is actually the fucking weirdest sentence ever. Most people don't measure in Yom either. I think Yom, for me personally, I think Yoms is just sort of their fantasy thing, right? Bunny girl, you're a fetish. If Minfilia said it to you, I don't think you'd be complaining. No, but that's because it's Minfilia. And as everyone knows, Minfilia is just a step up, right? There are two ways that we may seal off Sicris Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before we proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. What task? If Ilya said my hap, you put it in, I would be happy. Yes. Yes. Very, very happy. That makes sense. With Astro cards, Jug is too simple. Yeah, but it's because it wants to sound better than what it actually fucking is. That distortion. What is it? I think it's the darkness, mate. Yeah, that looks like the Ascians. The Ascians were here. The power that Sunday sought to obtain comes from the void, the world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Void Saint. What's the difference between the Void Saint and the Ascians? Do they not come from the same place though? Because the Ascians is also the god of darkness or some shit like that. Okay, so they're not the fuck. Okay, great. So there's another world to contend with here. Void Saint feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Sunday entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Void Saint could freely enter our world. That does not seem like a good fucking deal. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Sunday sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. Which one is Doga? Is it the male or the female? No, the female is Une. Doga is the male. The girl looks hot as shit. The guy looks fucking awesome. I want that armor. Because I'm looking like a clown over here with my top hat. Yes, Doga. Finally, we may fulfill our purpose. Well, are we gonna lose them? Of course, Nero fucking laughs like a crazy person. Oh, be still my beating heart. Oh my god, you motherfucker. Here we go, Sid. I knew we shouldn't have done this. For a moment, I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the Ultima weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? You get crafted versions from Market Board that are dyeable? So it looks exactly like his armor. The top hat is not this. The covenant is everlasting. Oops. It is my belief that we are supposed to fuck off now. Wait, are these the Void Saint? I thought they'd be creatures. Yep. These creatures speak to me in my mind. And so Marasidia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Allegan rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid, an endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. Wait, they don't have will? Huh. What worth is wealth and power, when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. Well, that is a fucked up way to look at the world. So, let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. So the dude is angry because he feels like unloved, because look at that face, who the fuck could love that, right? And then now he wants to just destroy everything because fuck it all, right? Bro, you need to go see a fucking therapist. This shit's not right, bro. It's not right. Take care of the Voitin. They're assholes. I don't like him anymore. Akalon, pull yourself together. Hey, just the Voitin goal is kind of hot though. Can we spare the goals? Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Ah, not now, damn it. Oh my god, Sid is a badass. Fuck yeah. Oops. Wow, Nero can fight too. Man, I need to be a gunblade. That looks so fucking awesome. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them. A void saint. And no ordinary one at that. Doga. Oh shit. Off goes the clones. Save her! Bro, jump! Grab her by the feet! Confound it! Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. Oh my Jesus, Nero, do you never fucking learn? Things do not go well, bro. The darkness cannot be controlled. Yeah, oh my god, people just never learn. Why is it that fucking villains always stupid? Well, there he goes too. Nero! Well, he's off. Peace, bro. Okay, let's close this rift. Fuck that guy too. The Covenant shall be honored. Defac Bubble, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Really appreciate that. 10 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jello has him now? Yep, he's gone now. Well, the Covenant shall be honored. Let's close this fucking tower up. Nothing more we can do here. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Oh, we'll see about that. Just like that. They all die. Ooh. Wait, so the void basically increases their reach by eating other worlds, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what I'm getting from it. 4 days ago, it's super exciting. Defect bubble, oh yeah. It is fucking amazing. Damn it. The rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to find and consult Rambros. I mean, they're done now. Close the tower and we off. Oh, shit. Sorry. You have materia. I don't know if I can I equip materia already? I don't think I have materia spots. Oh. Oh. Well, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. That's fucking... Where do I put the materia? I don't know if I have materia. Yeah, I don't have slots for materia. So I want crit and spell speed. Is there anything I want more or less? In general, questions actually get answered. I definitely love the way they tell the story so far. This for item level 160. Ah, okay, so this... Okay, so once I get to item level 160, I can sort of use these. Get gear with slots later on. Oh, so much I need to learn. So one of the things I actually do like about this is how do I explain it? Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate that. I like how the gearing is quite simple, right? So in Final Fantasy, gearing is very straightforward. There doesn't seem to be, like, you have your pieces of gear and that's the pieces of gear that you have. There's, from what I can tell, at least from what people told me, there's multiple sources of gear, right? So you can get gear from trials, you can get gear from raids, you can get gear from the open world, and you can buy gear, right? But at the end of the day, most of the end game gear is sort of same level gear. But then I like the fact that materia sort of offers you, shall we say, like, that's where your sort of personalization comes in, is how you materia your gear. So that's where you sort of decide, okay, wait, I prefer to do this, or I want to go for crit, or I want to go for spell speed. Because I saw, like, I saw a guide for black mages that spoke about specifically materia. And it said you can either go for spell speed, which obviously makes your cast faster, or you can go for crit, which is slower cast times, but then big boom boom whenever it hits. I like that, right? And apparently the difference is like fucking negligible. So the difference between the two doesn't matter, although the base is something like a mix. I didn't pay attention to that. I don't care about the base, I just care about what's fun. Materials from Inmax. I just curious, whereabouts in South Africa are you from? Arctos, how you doing? I'm in Pretoria right now, moving to Cape Town at the end of the month. So simple, almost boring, but that's what makes gearing streamlined, not RNG, so you can do your best fast and go back to Gold Saucer. Truth. You can double crit, right? Like direct and critical? I don't know. Can you? Shamanita, no. I decided to go for the other house. So we heard back yesterday about the house on the lake. But I decided to go for the other one that I showed you guys. I'll download the video from my phone over the weekend. And then I'll show you guys either on Sunday night or on Monday when we're streaming again. I went for the other one because it has a room that can be turned into an office, right? So it's got 3 bedrooms and then an office room where I can actually stream from. So I can turn that into a stream room, and I love that idea. So I decided to go for that a bit more. You live in Pretoria? Bet you're tired of... No, Pretoria. Nice. Stream the move. I can't stream the move, but I'm definitely going to be making VODs or vlogs of the move. All this happened within the tower. Gods preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void saint. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. 'Twould seem that Zunde sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void saint is capable of. Well, he did say that it has to still, like, the covenant is everlasting. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though void saint can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it, I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them to fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Zunde's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Mr. Russ Goji is fucking awesome. You used to live in Durban, not far departed. Where do you live now, Octos? Graha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye rests with Alag. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. Still haven't finally grasped it in its entirety? Wait, you haven't grasped it before, Koji? No. Evil dude. I don't want to go to the Shadowlands. Can I skip that? I'm with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. I, and that bastard Nero as well. If only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. Live in England now. Sorry if I'm distracting and delayed, but my internet is flaky today. Just hit 1,000 hours of Final Fantasy 14 myself the other day. Oh no, Arctos, go ahead, dude. I respond as I see messages. England. Whereabouts in England? Skip it the first time because reasons. Going to hear me both. I don't know. Do you want the cloud of darkness to dominate you? Yeah, why not? Let's see how the Void Saint turns Eorzea into its own little playground. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet, know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. I'm assuming these moments where they say patient is where you were waiting for the next patch, right? To come out, for the story to finish. Hope you're enjoying your Final Fantasy experience. It's such a good game. I'm loving it so far. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. I'm ready. We'll save them yet, Akalon. Mark my words. Ricky Morningstar, thank you for the follow, dude. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. More on former Blizzard co-lead Jen O'Neill being paid less than her male counterpart following yesterday's bombshell reports. O'Neill was eventually offered an equal contract, but only after tendering her resignation. Wow. Blizzard, dude. Fucking Blizzard, man. Oh, that company. They've just been in the fucking dogger for, basically treating women like shit. And then they go and they employ a female CEO and pay her less than the fucking guy. Like, can you think of, like, even if you believe that women should be paid less, right? Now is not the time for that. Now is the time to give her exactly the same as you give the man. Just to fucking avoid any of these problems. But no. Jesus, Blizzard. Oh my god, that Kuntik is a character. Ah, Akalon, it is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Une, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. It really never ends. There's a gift that keeps giving, but I'm so sick and tired of the gift. Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zande. But you, Akalon, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible Void Saint, known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them, and Nero, out of our realm. Score must be dropping. I really wish that people would wake up and realize. So I tweeted this out yesterday, and a lot of it was a little bit sort of hyperbolic and sort of over hyperbolic almost, because that's what I do on Twitter. I say shit just as it comes to mind. I don't really think about what I type. But at the end of the day, the thing that pisses me off, right, is the amount of players and content creators that is out on Twitter sort of going, fuck Bobby Kotick, I can't believe Blizzard is doing this again, and all the while still paying for World of Warcraft, right? Still giving them money. And to my mind, if you're still paying for the game, you really should stop complaining, because you're giving them zero incentive to change. Activision Blizzard is a company. You think they really care about you writing bad shit about them on Twitter? You think that really hurts them at the end of the day? It doesn't, right? They don't care. As long as you give them money, they're happy to keep going, and yes, they'll pretend to care and they'll pretend to put on a show to apologize for stuff and put some stuff in place that makes it seem like they're learning. But at the end of the day, they don't really care because you're not costing them anything. If you really want change, you have to cost them. You have to make it so expensive for them that they have no other choice but to change. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Towers still acts upon Emperor Zande's orders and collects energy to open another Void Gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. Nico, how you doing? Look, here's the thing, yeah? And I realize I'm speaking to different people here from different backgrounds. Some of you might not be capitalists, some of you might be. I'm a capitalist, right? But I'm a true capitalist. I believe that what we have right now, when it comes to economics, is corporatism, which is just a different version of socialism, even though most people think that has anything to do with capitalism. You have corporatism, right? Where you have governments and businesses in bed with one another. And I get that a lot of people scream, and look, we can have disagreements on this, right? Whatever you are, I don't really mind. Maybe we can reach an agreement one day over a cup of coffee or whatever. But you get people that scream for government interference, right? The people that want governments to make sure that these companies don't do the scumbag things that they do. In my mind, screaming for government interference in these matters is only done because you're too lazy or unwilling to do the hard stuff yourself, right? You're not willing to follow your principles. Because the free market, as it exists right now, suggests that if you're not happy with what a company is doing, you have to make them pay for it. So you have to stop supporting them until they fucking fly right. Which sometimes means you have to make harsh decisions, right? It means that you have to walk away from playing a game that you love, right? Or you have to walk away from using a product that you love. But you have to do those things in order to make it so expensive for the company that they have no other choice but to change and do the things that is needed to get your business back. Now, most people don't want to do that. Instead, they want the government to do that so that they don't have to, right? So the government needs to stop these companies from doing all this weird shit and basically touching women without their permission because, you know, we don't want to do it. I personally believe you should do that, right? You should be the one to stand up and say, no, I will not support you until you fix your shit. And not necessarily, like, boycotts don't work, yeah? Because you'll never get everyone to actually join in on the boycott, which is the sad fucking thing. But you can at least try, right? You can at least try in your own right to walk away for a month or two and wait for them to actually change their shit. Look, the second Blizzard loses half their player base, like if even 25% of everyone that is subbed right now to World of Warcraft unsubbed, Bobby Kotick is gone tomorrow. I guarantee you that. You think the shareholders of Blizzard Entertainment is just going to sit back and say, hey, no worries, you know? Yeah, we're losing money, but it's okay. Of course not. Of fucking course not. They're going to shit their pants if 25% of their subscribers unsub tomorrow. Right? That's why I don't spend any money on Disney anymore. I might know a few people like that, actually. Alright, we have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gates would open only for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with the royal blood of Alag. We have someone here. It is a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so, vicacious, according to the elegant tombstone Nero presented us. During the Golden Age of Alak, the royal had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. Stock's dropped $40 since its peak. Is it down even more now? 63. Yeah. Blizzard stocks is being fucking wrecked. Please check out Shannon Louis, I don't know how to pronounce the surname, on Twitter. She just tweeted out some juicy details on Bobik. They're kicking him out, or at least trying to. Wait. What do you mean? They're kicking him out? I don't think they'll be able to. I'm checking now. Shannon. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that fucking name. That's her name. Is this the right one? Video game journalist. Oh, shit. Alright. Alright, I did not expect this. Exclusive. Activision Blizzard shareholders call on CEO Bobby Kotick to resign and the board's two longest-serving directors, Brian Kelly and Robert Morgado, to retire by December 31. The shareholders sent a letter to the board of directors this morning. Oof. Oof. Stenay, thank you for still on sub. Do really appreciate that. 22 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, this is the shareholders, right? The shareholders don't actually get to make that decision. They don't get to make that call. And ultimately, Bobby Kotick and his team, Brian and Robert, can still decide to just go fuck you, right? They could say fuck you, we won't step down. Because the shareholders don't actually have a say in who works at the company. They can withhold their money, but they don't actually have a say. Shareholders said in the letter that if Kotick, Kelly, and Morgado don't step down, they will not vote for the re-election of the current directors on the board at the next annual shareholder meeting in June. Okay, that could create a little bit of trouble. That could create some fucking problems. Because while they can't directly influence Bobby Kotick and the rest being board of directors, if the shareholders don't approve the board, I don't actually know what happens to a company when the shareholders and the board can't reach an agreement, right? Because, like, what do you do then? Your shareholders won't vote for a board of directors, right? But then also, they're there is technically a board of directors because they've not really been voted out yet, right? So it's gonna be a tough one. This is gonna turn into a massive fight. This is gonna turn into a massive fucking fight. The story's not going away anytime soon. My DMs are open on Twitter if you have my email address. All right, this is this is fucking horrible, dude. This really is just miserable. And I would say to the employees that is staging walkouts right now, don't just stage a walkout. Leave. And I don't mean quit the company. I mean leave work. Refuse to continue working until such time that Bobby Kotick is fired. Like, again, we come back to principles, right? You have to be principled. You have to say, right, this is the changes that I want. It's going to be fucking hard, right? But I'm going to leave. Doesn't matter whether you can do it in the US or not. If you have 10,000 or let's say 5,000 of Blizzard's employees leaving, do you think, what's Blizzard going to do? Doesn't matter what the law says. Do you think Blizzard's going to fire all 5,000 or 2,500 employees? Let's just say 25% of all employees left, refuse to come back to work. Blizzard can't fire 2,500 employees. They'd be fucked. They'd be fucked, right? There's nothing they can do. That's the whole point of collective bargaining, right? Is the idea that you can just leave, and they won't be able to hire devs that quickly. So they'd be fucked either way. Plus, at this point, devs from China, would it be worse than the devs we have right now? Many one, I do remember it, yes. I will say though, I don't think it would be a loss if Blizzard lost like at least 50% of the employees that work there right now. It wouldn't be the biggest loss in the world. Most of those guys don't have a fucking clue. To be united on this, they do, but sadly they won't always be. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the cloud of darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. I don't know how bad it is in the gaming company, but I got a friend who works in a shipping warehouse and they can't even afford to fire one person because it would cripple their whole department. If Blizzard lost that many employees, they'd be crippled too on so many fronts. This, by the way, is why I say, Malifia, how you doing? This is why I say so many people, because people love now, these days, especially on Twitter, people use the argument, well, protect the developers. That's why I keep paying for World of Warcraft, because I don't want the developers to get fired. I guarantee you, let's imagine a world, right, where 50% of the entire current player base of World of Warcraft unsub tomorrow. How many developers do you think will get fired? Chat. Everyone in chat. How many developers, just write a number, how many developers do you think will get fired after that? You're wrong. I can't say you're wrong because obviously we don't really know. I don't think a single developer will lose their job. You want to know why? Because if you're at all smart as a shareholder and as a member of the board, you know that after this entire thing, you have to continue making video games. So firing 50% of your employees that makes the fucking video games is not a smart decision. Firing one man to get people to come back, much easier. Bobby Kotick will be the only one that loses his job there. Because obviously they know why players have quit. Players have quit because Bobby Kotick is in control of Blizzard Entertainment, of Activision Blizzard, and they don't want Bobby Kotick in control. It's much easier to fire one man than it would be to fire 25% or even 50% of your devs. And also, if you do fire 50% of your devs, you're not coming back anytime soon, right? You're not coming back anytime soon. And design would get fired? Yeah, I do think lead devs would probably lose their jobs because obviously players are quitting for multiple reasons. So Ian Most of the other leads, they would lose their jobs most likely. But I don't think normal developers will lose their jobs, mainly because you have to continue making a fucking game, right? You can't just fire the people that makes your games. That would be stupid. So you're gonna fire the people want gone, not the sort of people that no one cares about. So at the end of the day, I think people are overselling this fear of hurting the individual developers at Blizzard by not staying sub to the game. I highly doubt that even one individual developer will lose their jobs. I highly doubt that. Because the company will know they can't just fire developers, then they can't make more fucking games. I don't think Kotick could burn the world, so... Well, he will leave that easily. He doesn't really have a choice. If the major shareholders decided that he has to go and they refuse to vote on a vote on a board of directors next year, he doesn't really have a choice. He has to step down, right? Like, technically, they can't fire him, but they can make it so that he has no other choice but to step down, which is just a nice way of saying they don't fire you, but they fire you, right? So, yeah, it's weird, and I don't know all the rules and laws around it. I do know they can't fire you because technically they're not your boss. But then they are also your boss because they can demand that you step down. Next one is not worse than him. The next one will probably be worse. In my opinion, the next one will be just as big of a pencil pusher. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Sunday's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the latter would suffice. But then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alag. Yeah, that's not good. Even I officially quit retail for the first time in 17 years. Then me too. We need Yoshi P to save Blizzard. Let's get cloning working. Can you imagine World of Warcraft in the hands of Yoshi P? Instead of instant profits, that's one of my eyes. Andy, I absolutely agree with you. If the next CEO or president of Activision Blizzard just goes for long-term profits and has the long-term in mind, we've spoken about this so many times on Discord, I'm 100% with you. Fuck off. Get your own Yoshida. Georgie, he can run both. He can run both. Can you? He's making the new Final Fantasy 16. Fucker's got time. Let him run WoW and fucking Final Fantasy. Be interesting if he would go the Final Fantasy 14 route and say burn it. I think he would. I think he would. Good lore and source material. A good lead could do amazing things. Yes. Absolutely agreed. No, it's true. I think what I should say instead is, can you imagine if World of Warcraft had someone like Yoshi P? Someone with that level of passion and drive to make a great MMO. Together, him and Yoshi P would make things so fucking amazing for the player base, right? Because you would have Final Fantasy and WoW pushing each other up and just becoming great fucking games. Because both games have all the potential in the world to be amazing, right? He always said he wishes he had WoW budget. Bronze Duck, true. And it would be can you imagine Final Fantasy with WoW's budget? Can you imagine that game? Can you imagine that fucking game, dude? See an interview where Danusa said in Zeroth Mortis we will see a prototype model of Archon or Denathrius. He said we'll see a prototype model of the Pantheon of Death. I don't think he ever said which Pantheon of Death. I always wish he had the WoW budget. Final Fantasy on a fucking WoW budget would be insane, dude. It would be fucking insane. With his mind and his vision for what a game should look like, I cannot imagine. The sky is the limit for that game. Absolutely, sky's the limit. It's already night and day better with half the budget, so true. 14 on WoW budget would blow minds. It's using like, what, 1/10 of the budget, I think. Last I heard, it's like stupidly low. I wouldn't say that it's just passion. Monate, first of all, thanks for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate that. Yoshipi and the rest of the AC's devs actually respect the player's time. But that comes from passion, right? That does come from passion. It comes from looking at a game and actually caring about the game and not just caring about the paycheck. Because that's how these things happen. That's usually how these things happen. Is when all you start doing is tuning in for the paycheck. You can't help, right? But not like stop caring about the player base. Because you start seeing the players only as payers. They're just meant to pay money so that you can get rich. Because you're not actually in it for the game. You're not actually in it because you love the game. I still believe that the majority of Blizzard devs have never played WoW and do not play WoW and will never play WoW. So, yeah. Can we address what Amma said, Ak? That with the smallest fuck budget 14 has, at least as of Stormblood, it is infinitely more voice acting than WoW does. Oh, I didn't even see that, Amma. So sorry about that. You guys do know that ESO, right? Elder Scrolls Online, also has a smaller budget than World of Warcraft, and every single quest in ESO is voice acted. Every single one. It is insane to me that we have World of Warcraft that does almost no voice acting, and the voice acting it does do is very limited, right? Very limited, and also just fucking kind of useless. But no, I find it ridiculous. Fuck is well spending that budget on. Cubicle crawls, bro. Booze and cubicle crawls. That shit is expensive. Hey, do you think those fuckers drink normal booze? No. Johnny Walker Blue, that's it. And the Cosby Suites, yeah. It's expensive, bro. It's expensive to entertain yourself in a fucking gaming company. No, I have nothing but praise for Yoshi P. And to think 4 months ago, I was completely oblivious to the glory that is Final Fantasy XIV, dude. Completely oblivious. Swatter is really good. Only thing EA kinda has, a tendency to rush things. I will be playing Swatter probably within the next few months. As soon as I've said I want to finish Heavensward's story. And then as soon as I finish the story of Heavensward, we'll probably play Star Wars The Old Republic so I can experience that. And then once we're done with Star Wars The Old Republic, I'll come back and I'll finish Stormblood and Shadowbringers and then Endwalker. And then we'll see, maybe after Endwalker, we'll dive into another game, like Guild Wars 2. We'll taste that out. So I want to play all of these games that I've never actually given a chance to. And see what they're like, you know? Just do an honest comparison of what's good and what isn't. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. What exists without Tibia, bro? Who the fuck is Tibia? What? Rift wasn't half bad either. Rift was good, but not great. And that's the problem. Rift was only good. 2025 then. Trickstar, maybe, yeah. We know, but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true, we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use the circus's power for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. I'm going to the Dark Realm? We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturgist Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself. The more games you play, the more you can see what you find fun and what you find annoying. A good game designer plays many games, even bad ones. So fucking true. You have to play as many games as possible. The problem is, I'm mainly a sort of I'm mainly sort of a single player RPG kind of player. Kays, thank you very much for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate that. Did you see the latest news? I did. We just spoke about that, Kays. I don't even know. Like, it's too fucking much, dude. It is too fucking much. What's the series, Vatio? Akalon, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got, but it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'm going to the fucking tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides, and do hurry, Aklon. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Most devs live their lives under crunch these days, which precludes most of them from playing anything at all. Zentorial, true, but look at someone like Final Fantasy. Their devs are encouraged to play as many games as fucking possible. Yeah, I think it's really important to analyze bad games. A bad game can have really good ideas, but just poor execution of its ideas. Literally, Shadowlands. Literally, World of Warcraft Shadowlands. And I don't mean that as a sort of stab at World of Warcraft. Shadowlands have incredibly cool ideas. And as a game, it could be so fucking awesome. The problem is just that it's implemented absolutely poorly. Warlords of Draenor is another one that's just sad as fuck, as Andy just said there. Because again, great game or bad game, great ideas, implemented very, very poorly. I fucking hate this. Why do they put them so close to the door? But that's a company prerogative. What can the Blizzard devs do if Blizzard doesn't let them do that? Well, the players will eventually force them to do it, right? So how long does the next raid last, FYI? Because I have about 20 minutes left before my power goes out. Or before I have to start switching off, because the power can go out literally anywhere from 20 minutes to 20 minutes past. You don't know. They just switch it off close to. So I don't have a time. I don't have enough time. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate my life so much. We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom. I like the boom. But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. Can you guys hear the thunder, by the way? There's rumbling in the background. Popeye thing? Yeah, it's there's a storm coming in. It's been threatening for about 2 weeks now. I completely agree. I just think that we put a lot of blame on the devs at Blizzard. Things we want them to do. If Blizzard literally won't give them the time. I absolutely agree with you there, dude. We do blame the devs a lot of the time for things that I don't think they necessarily can help. Blasphemous Cal, thank you for 0 months up. Did really appreciate that. 4 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. I can't believe I'm not going to be able to do this today. I would love to live in a bowling alley. Man, that sounds like such a good life. I like bowling. Is there something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Zunde's throne. How the mighty have fallen. Once it stood as a symbol of Alex's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. It's getting loud. The thunder scares the living fuck out of me now. only because I don't want to lose my PC. Just imagine if Allegan civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much farther would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zunde and his ambition. There were those who tried. Who? Zunde's War of Dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alag's heart for the kill, Zunde lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zunde desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I'd learned of its cause from Une and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zunde to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allegan history is astounding, Graha. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap, 'tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Oh my fuck. Oh my shit. Alright. Yes, Briggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open that void gate, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of Agrius. So just give us the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Alright, let's go with that. This is where I kind of stopped playing. It's a good story. I just found it hard as I'm dyslexic and it's so much reading. Atom Jar, you were close to the point where voice acting takes over. Like, you were so close to the point where voice acting would take over. Good. Then let's get started. My friend is dyslexic as well. And he struggled through the game. He said the same thing as you did. It was fucking crazy hard, but he struggled through. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. We need to hurry up. Because the weather is scaring me. Yeah, but there's a lot more on the important storylines. So, you know, if you find it hard to sort of follow the story because of dyslexia or something, at least the important story moments are all voice acted, right? At least from what everyone tells me. So you could still at least follow the important bits. All right, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. I love reading, though, so it doesn't bother me too much. The only time I hate reading is when it's subtitles. I refuse to watch things with subtitles. Because I don't want to watch... I don't want to read stuff when I'm watching stuff. I actually fucking managed to do it. Oof. Right. So this is where we're going into, if not tonight, next week. Can't believe I'm gonna have to wait another week to finish the ARR, bro. Ah, a rift to the world of darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the mead just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. Of course. As will the sons of Saint Koinach. The rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Yeah, because I'm gonna go there. Which leaves Akalon, my friend. 'Tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. Man, my back is killing me from carrying this world. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed through beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. I'm good to go, bro. I got this. I got this. Well, not right now, because I have to fuck off because my government's a piece of shit. But as soon as I come back, I got this. Might I have a moment of your time, Akalon? There is a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. What up, bro? I really need to go. Quality aside from just what the fuck? I mean, what do you mean? All right, we'll leave it at this, right? Oh, you send me a friend request? Got it. Got it, bro. Got it. Anyone's welcome to send me friend requests. How long till the power goes? The power goes in, well, so it's difficult. My power goes out at 6 o'clock, right? Officially, that's according to the app, right? According to the schedule, 6 o'clock. We usually switch everything off at about 20 minutes to whatever the time is that goes off, right? So whether it's 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever, but usually like 20 minutes before we switch it off, because they can switch it off at any time. They in that the latest or the earliest we've ever seen them switch it off was, I think, 15 minutes, right? So it was like 15-2, and they just fucking switched it off. I don't want that to happen. It's not so, yeah, kind of protecting myself from a power surge, but also, even though I know SSDs do not get hurt from just being shut down, I don't like the fact that they get shut down. All right, I'm joining a free company, I think. I don't know, whose free company did I just join? Slander, that's a whole fucking story that I'm working on. So, just very quickly, before I have to go, my plan right now is once I move to Cape Town, within 6 months of being in Cape Town, I want to look at buying a house so that once I have a house, I can install solar panels, right? And that way I don't have to give a fuck about them switching off the power anymore. That's the plan right now. I don't know if that plan is going to come to fruition, right? I have no idea. So yeah, I think you spoke with John. All right, I've been invited. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me just thank him. Wait, was that right, St. Tom? All right, how long is the power off for? 2 hours. But then once the power comes back on, I have a shit ton of work that needs doing. Plus, I have a coffee date right after. So I'm going for coffee. Then I get home. Then I have work to do. So hopefully, when I'm finished there, I can get into, I can play again, right? So it all depends, right? If it's not too late, because I really want to play again, because tomorrow is our last stream. Tomorrow is the last stream for the week. Tomorrow is Thursday, yeah? Fuck it, no, we can do this tomorrow anyways, so yeah, screw it. If we don't do it later tonight, we will do it tomorrow, right? Because I'm only leaving 5. I think 4 or 5 o'clock is when I'm leaving. So yeah, fuck it. We can do it. We can do it tomorrow.
Exclusive. Activision Blizzard shareholders call on CEO Bobby Kotick to resign and the board's 2 longest-serving directors, Brian Kelly and Robert Morgado, to retire by December 31st. The shareholders sent a letter to the board of directors this morning.
Yep, we saw that, Mighty Random. Thank you for the 15, dude. Really appreciate that. And my plan is to buy, well, I want to have it feed into my house. I want to get completely off the fucking grid, because fuck my government. Basically what it boils down to. This government is going to get their shit fixed. We literally came out of 2 weeks of fucking power cuts, right? Where we literally had power cuts for like 4 to 6 hours a day. We were fine for like less than a week and back to power cuts. Now they're saying it's going to last till Saturday. I guarantee you on Saturday they extend it more. So they'll extend it to like next Friday or the fucking Saturday after that. They always do this. They always sort of start with a small period of time. So they say, yeah, we're going to have to power cut for, say, the next 3 or 4 days. And then they go, oh, no, we have to power cut for another few days. And then they go, oh, never mind, we have to power cut for a week, right? So it's almost as if they prepare you. They don't want to give you the whole fucking time frame immediately. They sort of prepare you, right? They say, no, just for this match, then we'll go. So I'm sick and tired of my government interfering with my ability to actually do my work. Because technically, I would have loved to be able to stream tonight till about 8 o'clock, which means we would have another 2.5 hours to stream and then go on my date and then come back and do my work. But I can't because the fuckers are switching the power off. So I'm very annoyed at my situation, but that's life, you know? That is life. You deal with it as best you can, and you hope that at some point you can fix shit for yourself. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out, for hanging out with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope to see all of you either later tonight or tomorrow, really depending on. Absolute pleasure. I love all of you so much. Thank you so much for those of you that ran with me, Shamanita, for healing me and actually raising me. It's been an absolute pleasure. If I don't see you guys tonight, I will definitely see you tomorrow so we can finish the Crystal Tower and then finish ARR and finally, fucking finally, get into Evansward so we can go kill some dragons. I'm so psyched. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. Be good to each other. And I will see all of you in the next one. Peace out, fam.